Okay, what's up, family? I figured I'd wait a minute and let some little more, a little more information come out about this case. Plus, I ended up noticing that it was a fair amount of comments, and I kind of wanted to address those too, so I wanted to wait a little bit. But I think I probably done heard that Chris Darden he done quit. So I want to let y'all listen to this. I got some things on deck. I'm gonna let y'all check out. I want to let y'all listen to what he said. I'm gonna give my I guess analysis or my opinion of what y'all hearing, and then we're gonna go into that video. But what I was able to do is zoom in on a section of it, and I want to show y'all a couple things as well as address some of the comments and questions that was made on the channel. So, all right, now listen to this guy real quick, and then we'll get into it.
Well, it's the same old things. 1995 all over again, except this time some folks are upset that I should represent a probable mentally ill African American man who's charged with murder. And, I've received threats. My family, my children have been harassed and threatened. And, it's just really outrageous. I'm really kind of sick of it. I don't know when the people are going to realize that, I'm already battle tested. I don't play that. It doesn't interfere with what I do. I continue to practice law and represent my clients to the best of my ability. But you have these people who are saying these things and really, creating security issues for me and my family. Nobody can bully me. No one can bully me when it comes to, representing my clients and doing what I think is right. I'm a lawyer sworn to uphold the Constitution. That's what I do every day. And included in the Constitution is the Sixth Amendment and the right of every man charged with a crime to counsel of his choice. For people to turn on it and say, oh, well, we'll decide who gets to have a lawyer and who doesn't based on who they allegedly killed or whether we like them or not. That's contrary to the Constitution. It's contrary to our history. And people need to say something. For every hater out there, there are 100 people in the black community that support me, support my work, and they support my family. And so, no, I don't feel betrayed by the black community. I'm going to go get grits and eggs when I finish my court appearances today in the hood like I do every Friday. A lot of us are really missing the point. When we look at his death, it is agonizing and painful for all of us. And it was for me. I was posting things about it before I even represented Mr. Holder. And if everyone really feels like, hey, this is not a death that should be in vain, that there is a lesson that should come from it, a movement that should start as a result of it, then that movement ought to include getting rid of the guns, getting rid of the killers, getting the guns and the killers off the streets of South Los Angeles. And I don't hear that. I hear a lot of wasted rhetoric about Holder's lawyer.
Okay, so y'all heard that, and a couple of things I think a lot of people will take issue with is what I'm about to try to discuss real quick before we get into that video. Now, y'all notice that one thing that probably stood out to y'all is him talking about he's battle tested and he can't be bullied. Now he referred back to '95 in that OJ case, and in that OJ case, he received death threats for prosecuting OJ, and he ain't stepped down for those. So when he comes back now and says that you know he's battle tested and they can't bully him, and saying all of that, but then you still quit. I mean, like, what is he saying? And then one thing I noticed when he first started, y'all heard him say something about representing a mentally ill young man. Now, I don't know, because, I'm catching up on some of this, but I don't know if there's any reports out there of the guy, uh, being mentally ill. Uh, if so, let me know in the comments. But I found that kind of peculiar for him to say. And then you notice that he ended up saying, he posted, uh, I guess I don't know what, but some information or whatever about Nipsey before he had ever represented Garner, or like he kind of went into that spiel and then got to talking about uh, people missing the point, and then you noticed at the point that he decided to say people were missing was guns need to be removed. That was the initial statement, and then he said, killers need to be removed. So then, it just kind of struck me kind of, funny. Like, so the point that people missing is that guns need to be removed, and then you back that statement up by saying only thing you hear is useless rhetoric about Garner's attorney. Now, family, I think everybody know that Nipsey was meeting with the LAPD about, you know, the troops that was being drawn and, stopping the gun violence. So I mean, what is Darden even talking about? Like useless rhetoric about the attorney. I mean, the guy that you representing is allegedly the killer of the man who was talking about stopping gun violence. I mean, what? So, I really don't know how to take that. I think it's one of my brothers told me that he got to look at some of that evidence, and you know, he knew to get up out of that case. So, and that may be the case. So that's gonna come out, sooner or later, because the now that he stepped down, the court appointed a public defendant, and I'm gonna go in a little bit later about who that public defendant is that's representing him. But he, I think his last name is Lotman. So we'll get into that a little bit. But notice, okay, now a thought I was having is also with Darden making this statement is how is it that TMZ keep getting all of the scoops? Like, what is that about? I mean, and so just a quick little look. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna try to see, the owner or whatever. So basically, to sum it up, and without taking a lot of time, the reason why TMZ gets so many scoops about what's going on in Hollywood and kind of throughout the country, but definitely in California and Los Angeles, is it's owned by Harvey Levin, who is a you know outwardly gay Ashkenazi Jew. So y'all can take that for what it's worth. So and then they got a tip line and everything. So I think people who in the field of security, dealing with cameras, they kind of know, like, they can pass a lit contact in TMZ. So that was one statement I noticed on the comment section about you know, who is giving them this video. So I'm gonna go into that too. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's get into this now. I'm gonna see if I can pop this up without an issue. I know y'all looking at that like, man, what is that? All right, I'll show y'all what this is. I just want y'all see this shadow right here? Let y'all know these cars drive by people without individuals even knowing, and they filming, and this is how they get them maps. So I'm gonna matter of fact, I'm gonna back out and give y'all a full screen of what I'm looking at. All right, hold on real quick. Check this out. Okay, so this is what we looking at. I think this is a little clearer view. But before we get all into exactly what we looking at, and where we locate, I think y'all see this address. But I'm gonna scoot the map around. But just touching on something before I forget about what Darden was saying. Y'all notice how he slid that in? I still go get my rice and grits or something from the hood every Friday. Like what? You get it from where? I don't know if that. I don't know. chicken and waffles? Is you getting rice and what? Is that in the area where? Never mind. All right, so I just heard that, and then yeah, okay, okay, but all right. So anyway, family, where we at now? We on that 3400 block. So I'm gonna show y'all what we looking at, and oh yeah, when I was saying that TMZ, like all the footage they be getting, I just happened to just do a quick Google check. And now, I mean, these are the same people who broke that Chris Brown and Rihanna story, that Ray Rice story. And then not only did they break that Michael Jackson's death, but they broke it, the story, 16 minutes after Michael Jackson's last breath. So, and then even that video of Beyonce's sister attacking Jay Z, they broke that story. So, just wanted to mention that to let y'all know, like, man, these people, they almost like the CIA, like the way they go about obtaining information, and then just think that some of that information that they do obtain, they don't publicize it because I think TMZ also supposedly had a video back in the day of Tupac getting oral sex or something, and then some lawsuits were gonna be potentially filed if they released it, and then it kind of fell out the off the radar. But the point is that if some of this information that they do have that they don't release, they can turn back around and use that as leverage on people. And just keep that in mind as we go into this. Okay, so now where we at? All right, y'all. Let me back up. We go back up this tree. We'll come back to this. I'm gonna show y'all some things. So don't worry, we're gonna get to it. And I know y'all like, okay, y'all got a real. I told y'all kind of where we at, but my thought was when I was watching that video that they end up providing for everybody to watch, I'm like, man, where was that taken at? Like, where is that taken from? So, we at the 3400 block of Slauson. So, people was telling me about the shell. So then I said, okay, well, hold on, boom, there's it. It had to come from this angle. So I said, well, let me, get over here and see what we could see. So let's zoom in a little bit. And I'm gonna show you some things that I noticed. So I'm like, well, that couldn't have been the camera because that's pointing this direction, and I know it's bushes, and I'm gonna show y'all that. So I said, but it had to be from this way. So all right, check this out. Let me scoot over here. I'm not the most proficient with this Google map, but I think I got it kind of right. So now the video that everybody got, the TMZ released, it's pretty much from this angle. So I said, all right, the camera, of course, it got to be behind us. So I said, bang, there it is. Let me show y'all. Y'all see it. Okay, so now I just wanted to point that out just to have a relationship for those to kind of see, like, or I should say, in relation to where the actual crime scene was. So we know it's there. And then that's also the camera that caught the getaway driver car that was right here. So then what I also noticed, I said, all right, well, I'm going to just kind of, span the area real quick. And then bang, of course, and I don't really keep up with other people's videos and stuff, so y'all might have seen this, but I just want to point this out. Bang, there go another camera, and for those that think that's like a plug or something that's going into this lamp, I really doubt that, because if you check all of the other awnings or lights or whatever, you won't see a camera on them. I mean, you won't see that same outlet. So I'm pretty sure that this is a camera right here, and this is right above where the suspect is supposedly had ran to the car. So we got another camera here that, if we look, the lens seems to be pointing down the street. So I would think it's some video available of him getting in this getaway car. Because on that press release, I think the day that they was looking for him, they gave out the license plate number. So, and then I was kind of thinking, let me go down this route and see what I might find if I go down here. So I kind of just, scrolled down the street. So I noticed, okay, it's a drive-through, and I noticed him here. So I said, let me check him out. Then bang, I said, was these cameras right here? Bang, that's a camera right there. So I said, hold on. I see behind him, security camera is something on, I guess. So then I said, let's see if it's another one. Bang, it's another one. So now that's two cameras besides the one that TMC decided. And then just to think real quick, whoever does the security responsible for the video, that's who turned that in to TMZ. They made some money off of that. So then I was kind of like, all right, let me keep checking around, see what's going on. So then I'm like, man, why is this building? I don't know exactly what this is. And somebody there, they probably can tell me, but maybe the crime bad, but to have this type of fencing with this type of wall, like that looked pretty secure. So, but why would I really mention this place right here? All right, let's see what this is. I'm not for sure what this is. Let me go down a little bit. Like I said, I ain't the most proficient with this. But what I will say is, bow, 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 bow. I'm willing to say that's a camera. I would doubt that would be a lamp. So, and the camera being located there isn't too surprising when I see all of this fencing. So that's one, two, three other cameras that's covering this route that the getaway driver had to take. So then I said, I wonder which way he went. That way or that way. Most people right-handed, so probably this way. But I really don't know the area. But this hotel, we can go around there, but it's a camera on the front side of that hotel. And if they did go this way, they would have definitely ran into a one-way. So can't make a left turn there, and you gotta go this way. And that camera is right over here. Let's see. Hey. So it definitely would have caught the route that they may have taken fleeing from the scene. And I just found that interesting. I want to show that to y'all just so y'all could kind of, because it wouldn't really make any sense for a camera to be as close as this one is. We going back down this alley. Oops, excuse me. All right. Oh, overshot the alley. Okay, yeah. So it wouldn't, it wouldn't really make any sense for the images in the video that we received from TMZ from a camera that's here in a crime scene that's no more than probably 100 feet away for it to appear as blurry as it does. And I'm gonna show y'all that real quick. Then I noticed too, man, like this this street view was taken in January. And then let me show y'all something real quick, and then I'm gonna get to this video so y'all can kind of check. I changed the lighting and was able to zoom in on it. Let's see. All right. So now, as you notice, the street view is for February. Let me scoot down a little bit and turn around. I noticed like it was kind of crazy. Like I done did a lot of this before where I'd be doing some Google Map searches, and most of the people they blurred out. So the only reason I'm going back to this is like I said, it's real secure, and I know how like feds and police operate a little bit, like not totally, but they sit on other sides of buildings and they do a lot of things. And I did notice this style truck, black on black. You see a lot of those kind of during that parking lot. So, all right, now let me get y'all to this video. I want to show y'all what I was able to do real quick. Got a little media player, so I got the clip here. I'm gonna see if it'll be full screen. And y'all know with these, I would advise to go into the full screen mode. But all right, hold on. Let me adjust this size real quick and check this out. Okay, so I think this is a little clearer. So I focused last time. Let me see if I got this right. Hopefully this will work on this area. So, but I kind of wanted to be able to draw some attention and focus a little more on that area. So what I did was I zoomed in. I just pretty much did what I thought TMZ did. I just cropped pic the video and then zoomed in on a certain little area. So, but in this, I want y'all to check some things out and tell me what y'all think. Oh, but hold on, before I show y'all this, let me see if I can get. Hold on. One thing I noticed. Oh well, I can't show y'all right now. I'll show y'all in a minute. All right, check this out. So let's hit play. All right, one thing. Um, I'm gonna let go. Hold on. It was a comment that stated in the section of the previous video that I had posted on this. It was a comment. Let me see. Where it was saying that the white guy, I missed it, and the white guy walked in the marathon. And I had said too in that video, I could be wrong, that he might have. So I kind of want to focus in on that. I think that comment, I don't know, I'm gonna go and show y'all who made it, but y'all can check the video. But so I wanted to look at that, and then it was also a statement that it was two cars missing. So I'm gonna go into that too. But all right, check this out. So y'all know the white guy walked up out the car. So now I'm gonna have to show y'all this. Well, I'll show y'all, but I'm gonna tell y'all now. Like I said in the previous video, this took place at 211. And so for those that may not know, I mean it may be real insignificant, but 211 in California is the code for a robbery. So now if you was on carry out an assassination, some people do it, to the letter, to the time, to the second. And, sometimes it may be, look, everybody move at 211. And then it goes down. So keep that in mind. 211 was the time that this popped off. As soon as he hopped out, it was 211. So all right, there you go, and let's go. All right. So now one thing I also want to focus in on, I'll bring it up, is the Cowboy and where he was located at. But we'll get into that. So some people say that the guy put something, a gun maybe in the garbage can or something over there. So it looked as if he got out once I zoomed in, like he may have got out with a coffee in hand. Now, this doesn't exonerate him in my book if I don't see him carrying a gun. It just maybe, as one of the commenters made, he's somebody who's doing Overwatch, orchestrating it, making sure everything is carried out how it said it was gonna get done. But all right, so y'all seen carrying something. Appears that he puts it in the garbage can, and then like I said, I'm gonna focus on him, but we gonna go back to the rest of the cats. So now the guy backs up. That's him. He walks behind the guy. He walks past in the white shirt. We see his legs. We get into the blur area. I think he might be in this region. And that may be, but there goes his pants. We see the light on the door. So that, let me pause that. That might be the reason why it was stated to me that he went inside a marathon. So I'm gonna get into that. But okay, that may be the case. I'm not for sure just yet because as we can tell, there's some intentional blurring going on. All right, so the shooting that happened. Um, we still got the blurring. Okay, so besides that fact, like I said, it could, but I think the main point with that is some blurring. So I'm gonna let the white guy go for right now. I'm gonna focus in a little bit on, like I said, where was the cowboy at? Because he said he went inside, he left him for about 3 seconds, and then it all went down. But one thing, oh, hold on, somebody I remember. One of the comments was about the guy in the white shirt. I missed him. I'm gonna also, go back to the video so y'all can see him. He the guy who took off running back down the walkway in this direction. So that's not Garner in the white shirt that runs off this way, but I think a lot of people know that. But all right, just wanted to be clear with that. We go back just a little bit so y'all can see him because the guy in the white shirt, he appears to kind of back up a little bit, or like I almost want to say he noticed the gun that, or some people say that he gave the guy the gun. So, but it's some type of body movement there. The body language to me appears as if he spotted Garner with the gun. So remember, that's the guy getting out the car. Boom. And notice again, everybody moved as soon as the white guy got out the car. It's movement at 211. Oh, okay, we got one guy there. Just the guy in the white shirt. Walks up. I don't know if he said something to him, but the young guy walks past him, throws his hands up. It appears like he's walking backwards, looking at him. Now, at this point in time, one reason I was questioning again that white guy is if this individual in the white shirt noticed the young man carrying a gun and going in that direction, and he's backing up, like why would that white guy walk in that same direction? Like he would have had to notice him, but all right. So anyway, you see him going over there. They noticing. All right, now check this out real quick. All right, we got a guy here I'm not for sure exactly which ones is which all the way, but this could be Nipsey. Appears to be a guy here with his back. This could be the older guy that got shot in the back, an individual here, and an individual here. But what I wanted y'all to notice is this right here. Let's see. Watch this area. All right. This guy right here. Now, if this is the shooter approaching, we know, okay, it's a reflection here. But I'm not convinced with that. I don't know if that's this guy, but it appears that he's on the inside of these two cars. The shooter walks up. So check this out. Ducks down. I believe that's the reflection of the shooter that I pointed out. Hand up, like he firing. This little part right there. He's backing up. And at this point in time, remember, let me go back a little bit. Here's the white guy. He walking into this direction. Hand up, shooting. Cass is getting up out of there. This appears to be this dude here. So if that reflection carrying it here, I'm going to point out something. Here go that reflection again. But the shooter, this is his pants over here. This the white guy. I don't know who this is. The shooter is still here. All right, now the shooter, hand up. See if y'all see that. Like I see it. About to walk back through this direction. Walks up. Fire a couple shots, back out. Steps back. Appears to be a shadow again. Now that other shadow, I don't know who that was, but I'll let y'all tell me. Okay, he comes back. Fires another shot. All right. And then now it's a little clearer to see somebody go out of this door, come out of this door. It's pretty clear right there, where you can see that. Shooter. I'm just pointing that out because it wasn't as clear to see the white guy go in as it is to see the cowboy come out. And I'm saying that's the cowboy, trust me. Because he said, he came out and seen the guy whoop-de-whoop running across. He bent down and did whatever with Nip. So, all right, let me go back. I'm going to point out something. Oh, yeah, remember I told y'all that time, 211, everything happened at 211. But y'all hear, and somebody commented, the timestamps and the times they given is crazy. And then this the video that TMZ was able to acquire, but like I said, I just assumed that I would just crop out this area here. Let me scoot in. I said, well, I'm gonna just zoom in on this and show that. And that's pretty much what they did. They didn't show you this. And somebody did mention that they thought it was a white car that the alleged shooter got in. This car doesn't appear to be white. So that is a good point. But what I was saying about the cowboy is that yeah, that's him. That's him, and y'all notice, and I'm gonna make a point about that. All right, this him right here taking a knee. Let me see if I can load this in here so y'all can see this joker. All right, let me back up out of this. I might be able to pull this off with y'all watching. All right, let's see. Let me see which one is this. Oh, okay, here we go. Y'all gotta bear with me. I could have just had it all set up, but I just thought about it. Move this over here. That was from another video I had. Y'all peeped it on the page, but all right, let's see. Whoops, get that off of there. All right, now. Okay, so y'all know what he said, right? Most of y'all familiar with this, but it's one thing that stood out to me that's real simple. And then, I mean, I'm not gonna go all off into it, but y'all notice. Hold on, I'm gonna let y'all hear it. Listen to this.
To come back and kill him, it was nothing but jealousy and envy. So it's a sad situation. The world is gonna miss Nipsey, not just this neighborhood, but all around the world. I've known him since about 2003.
I ain't gonna even let it keep going, but the point of what he said was, I'm gonna let y'all listen again. For those who
jealousy and envy. So
it wasn't nothing but jealousy and envy that killed this man. Now, what I'm saying is, how does he know what the motivation, who was behind the actions of this, as Darden stated, a mentally ill individual? I mean, how you know it was jealousy and envy? Like what? Why is what? Anyway, the point of him ain't even about what he said. I already thought he sounded suspect, and normally the first person that sounds suspect or lie in a case, it got something to do with it. And so I can give y'all some examples, but I'm not gonna go into that. Well, no, I'll just give y'all one. Like even in that Las Vegas shooting, some of y'all don't follow that, hadn't followed that, but the security guy, he lied off the rip, and everything was based on his story. So it was crazy. And it's kind of going the same route with this. But anyway, the point I'm making is look what dude got on. We know the cowboy hat. Yeah, you look like a sheriff, but you wearing a blue shirt. Y'all hear what I'm saying, family? He wearing a blue shirt. Now y'all like, what? So what? All right, so what? Watch this. Now, you wearing a blue shirt, but when you came up out of that place, man, you wasn't wearing no blue shirt. There you go. Y'all see that? You wasn't wearing no blue shirt. Now, if you wasn't wearing no blue shirt and you came walking up out of there, you seen this shooter and you got down on your knees, and if y'all check that interview, he was all on over him and it was, he was fighting and all. If you was doing that and you was in that white shirt, when did you get a chance to change? And why did you change? It's suspect to me, and the reason I'm saying it's suspect is because some of y'all may not be aware that, like when Martin Luther King was assassinated, Jesse Jackson got on his knees over top of that man and rubbed his hands on that man's chest and got his blood on his hands and rubbed it on his own shirt. Now, I can provide the information for those that may not be aware of that. But I mean, that's crazy. And that ain't just some random type occurrence. Like them hits. And certain people got to show that they part in that hit. Or they gonna get hit. So, you know, that's just something that I had kind of noticed as far as with that. And again, y'all can tell me I'm wrong. I don't have a problem with that. But I know one thing I am right about is that this video, no doubt, has been doctored. And we know that the way that Now hold on, is that now I could be wrong, but is this the cowboy? If that's the cowboy, I think that just blows a hole into everything he was talking about because according to him, he left Nip 3 seconds before the shooting started. Man, you was right there. If that was the case, and you was able to get inside this store, no doubt you went inside of there. If that's the case, you see this man out here shooting. If you anywhere involved in it, man, you don't really want your face, attached to that. Like you want to be able to claim some type of deniability. No, I ain't see the shooter. I ain't seen. Yeah, you want to be able to say that, man. But stop, man. Now, if that's you, now I could be wrong. That may not be you. That may not be you, cowboy. That may not be you. But I don't know, family. Y'all tell me. So, but that's just some of the things I noticed with this case, and it's definitely some more about to be coming out. Because I did tell you that I wanted to point out who that public defendant is now that is taking up his case. His last name Lotman. If y'all want to do y'all research on it, y'all can find out that this is the same public defender. I think he represented the guy who was involved in stealing OJ's Heisman Trophy. So it's some kind of connection there. Oh, and then like they said, there was two cars missing. That person was right. That white car, the shooter, and this car here. Now, I've heard some people say or read something that said, was this person involved? I really don't know about all that. I couldn't really come to that conclusion, but um, I wouldn't think that if they was involved, that would be the actions of somebody involved. They wouldn't get in and out of their car. You know, I don't think that's the case. And then again, just to be, I should have backed it up, but oh yeah, I think I can. Hold on, we on movie mode. All right, so up here in this corner, the guy and the the white guy and the shooter just crossed paths, and I'm just gonna show where the guy went with that white shirt, and that ain't actually. Here come the white guy in the white shirt. He on his way down this alley. No, I don't know why TMZ decided, and this is the video, from TMZ, but they decided to add that arrow right there. And I knew then, like, that's a little distraction technique. They'll put that in there, and the next thing you know, something going on all the way over here, and you like none the wiser. I mean, they so, man, get out of here. All right, as y'all can see, guy running down this way now. That's not the shooter. But he did run right past where it's believed that this is the shooter's car. Uh-oh, I got some little kids want to cut my grass. I'm going to have to let them know that I already told them it's over. So they got to wait anyway. Hold on, y'all. All right, my bad, y'all. They like, can we cut it right now? Like, nah, y'all got to wait. All right, so anyway, because they're young and all, I know I'm going to have to do some supervising. But, so, again, TMZ, man, I'm telling you, and then him being a lawyer, man, like, man, ain't no telling what kind of dirt he got on people. Harvey Levin, but anyway, so that's what I got up out of that. And then, like I said, man, this dude is in a blue shirt right after the shooting. Like, man, what? Wait, when did you change your clothes and why? I mean, and this a couple of other little shots I actually caught of him on some other footage, like that aerial footage of him standing over there, kind of right in this area, and you can see him on the cell phone talking to people, but All right, I think I got this about 40 minutes. I wasn't really trying to take too long with this, y'all, but I did want to kind of hit the points because, like I said, I think it was uh, Jaha H when they asked like where the hackers at because it is off the cameras, and you're right. And I think we kind of showed not only on the building where Marathon is located, but down that alley where we believe, or where it's said, or it's thought to be the route of the getaway driver and the alleged shooter. So, and then in the comments, I noticed that Tory B was saying how it's crazy, and it is crazy that that's the only footage, and I think we know why, because that's the one that they was able to doctor up and put out there and not release anything else because it would more than likely tell a different tale. So, and then there was another, well, baby cakes. I think your comment. I think we kind of jumped on that a little bit by showing that zoom in angle, and then like I said, I even changed the lighting on this. I could do that for y'all just to kind of let y'all see, like, man, that is obviously blurred. So y'all. But if y'all can't really see this, I'm gonna also make this particular portion with the zoom in available in a separate video so y'all can, review it for yourself and let me know if I got it right, what I might have missed, if I got it wrong. Well, all right, y'all, peace. And thanks for viewing.